All right, I don't think there's actually a knife round. I think we just dive right into the pistol on this client, which is pretty sweet. So let's get into it. Super Evil Gang starting things off on the T side of their opponent's map pick of Anubis. Let's get right into the action. So it looks like we're going to start things off with an A hit, as you so often do on Anubis. Marca Registrada, though, seem to be reading this fairly well. 3 players stacked on over. They've got AMC floating around mid, ready to rotate, as well as Spamzy holding court on B, but we'll see if those players are even needed here. Round timer. I mean, no one's even taken a shot just yet. Just a bunch of spams not landing on anything. AMC might be the one to take first contact as the flashes and the nades fly in. SEG looking to make this one a 2-pronged attack, but they haven't checked Temple yet. They'll take some damage off the back of it, but they'll still push on in. Micro grabs 2, but it's 2 right back from Marca Registrada. Spamzy left. When all the smoke is done, Spamzy in the 1 versus 3, but he can't hold on. It is Clip Zera to start things off strong for Super Evil Gang. Their T side locked in. And that's exactly what you want to be looking for here on your pistol round, is just make sure that there's nothing stopping you from the CT side. Really start to gather momentum, gather steam. So now if you're Marca Registrada, the best way to answer back at this point is to do, I feel like this is a good move. No real investment, just a couple of upgraded pistols. We see 3 USPs on the CT side here, so Marca Registrada keeping it cheap, keeping it casual, and should have themselves a nice time. Super Evil Gang, though, just running them over. This B bomb site under full attack. 2 versus 5 for the pistols. Jardani able to capture 1, but can he get more? Arias will decline, and Bueno. That's not what. Bayuno is the last one up, and Flo will walk right into him with a howdy do. Super Evil Gang with a quick 2-0 to start things off. Already looking pretty darn good for themselves. But now it's going to be the first rifle round, the first opportunity for Marca Registrada to really make an impact on this game. Super Evil Gang aren't giving them any time to breathe either. It's a quick push over toward the A bomb site. Only 2 players here. I like what we've got from Clip Zera holding flank, but might not even be needed. Marca Registrada taking the safe rotation over to try and stop this A hit. They've already lost 1, but they do. Majestics does manage to catch Clip Zera. That might be enough information to go for the hit now. Turns out the hit is going to be rotate back through spawn, taking the slowest rotate, but at the same time, might have the opportunity to catch Majestics off guard. I feel like at this point, you're waiting for something coming in from the mid steps. You're not waiting for something coming from spawn, so this could go amazingly for Super Evil Gang. Micro at least going to get to upgrade here. Big push about to come in for the B bomb site. Spamzy and Majestics going to have to be on point. That flash does not a whole lot of anything. Majestics playing up close and personal, but he's not able to convert. There is the kill for Spamzy to keep things even at 3 versus 3. Spamzy going hard here. Gets 2, but it's not going to be enough as Super Evil Gang will convert the gun round with 2 players left standing. That's not the start you're really going to be looking for if you're Marca Registrada. Oh, and we're going to get the timeout from them. So an opportunity to reevaluate, maybe pick their brains, see if there's some ideas for something sneaky. It's going to be very important to start stealing this momentum back. See if they're able to find any sort of opening here. It's not going to be easy. Okay, someone in chat was curious. I'm looking through some of the other pages. It does look like Dottie is playing for Blue Jays in place of Markey for this tournament. So whoever was curious about that, you have your answer. Ooh, Marca Registrada sending AMC out as a bit of a sacrificial lamb. Spamsy going to be close at hand with the MP9. This A hit could go pear-shaped from the Super Evil Gang. Ooh, the Molly gives them information, but they don't expect the MP9 out front, and that is going to be the kill for Spamsy. They're able to get away as well, so good, a little bit of damage back, but still you're going to want more than that if you're bringing in the AKs. Super Evil Gang hit the pause button. They don't want to be too hasty. They know that there's an MP9 on the field. They don't know how much more investment there is from the Marca Registrada side. They can't stay still for too long or they might start to get wrapped on. We saw this a bit looking at them from the ECL season where they had some really great executes, but the mid-round planning maybe left a little bit to be desired, and the action is going to be toward the B or toward the A-bomb site. The rotation is going to be called in from Marca Registrada, though. This bomb already going to go down. There's just too much smoke and fire, too many pieces of utility here to allow Marca Registrada out onto the site, but it is going to be a full-on push from supplies from mid. No one wrapping from behind the Super Evil Gang, so there's a big opportunity for some big clips to be farmed, and Micro going to do just that. Picks up 2, and clip 0 to clean up. It's 4 for the Super Evil Gang. I'm going to raise up the volume really quick, because I realized that it's kind of quiet. All right, AWP brought out for AMC. Has not actually gotten a frag yet this game. It's been 4 rounds. We're into round number 5. So hopefully something does come of that. But Arias is prepared for the peek on out. Not going to let him get anything. That is going to be a tilter. Finally get to bring out your expensive rifle and just get obliterated. Yes, this is SEG's new roster. They got their coach in a couple months ago, and, well, things going from bad to worse. Micro able to get one back, and Majestic's lit low, so 3 versus 3, with the HP advantage falling the way of the Super Evil Gang. I do like what they've been doing on Twitter. It's like, wow, we might be super evil, but we wouldn't do this. Maybe we're just the evil gang. Okay, we wouldn't do that either. Maybe we're just the gang. I kind of like if they just changed their name to Normal Regular Gang. Actually, yeah, they should be Normal Regular Gang. Then we would have multiple NRGs. It would be so confusing. Well, slow round here for Super Evil Gang. They are taking their time as they've lost most of the crowd already and basically just B is the option, but it gets completely shut down. Majestics and Biuno stomp them in the face. Now that doesn't feel good is your super evil gang, but at the same time you are perfectly you're feeling pretty good as far as money goes. So the rebuy does come in, no AWP to go with it, but all the same, with a nice AK in hand, you should feel fine. Marca Registrada with 3 players defending the B-bomb site. Really heavy lean over here, and does mean that mid is going to lie fairly underprotected. They do have the option to rotate in. They've got Jardani watching in from cams to give them that opportunity for an early warning, early rotate, but the flashes go in and going to completely disallow Bueno. Jardani, though, picking up 1, but can't not hold on for more. Tender and Micro, the new additions for the super evil gang, chiming in well here. Ooh, Majestics. His main name might not be Spamsy, but that spam through the smoke, paying off dividends. Bomb goes down, though, for this 3v3, so the retake now has to come in. Majestics finds Arias in supplies. They do have kits, but that's the 1 kit dropped, and now just 2 versus 2. Ooh, the molly forces Flow away. He's going to get on the bomb just for a fake. Spamsy looking for something, but cannot clutch this one up. Super Evil Gang take a 5th. They take the wind out of Marca Registrada's sails. Now, there's still pretty good money on Majestics and Jardani, but the rest of the team not feeling quite so well. At least they do have that full loss bonus still favoring them, so the weapons can still be bought up, but you gotta stop the bleeding somewhere, and if you're Marca Registrada, Super Evil Gang haven't even had to have the bomb go off. It's been purely eliminations for the last 6 rounds. And interesting, Marca Registrada choosing to not go for the full buy. They just go for a couple of hero rifles to try to pick off some players from Super Evil Gang. Jardani, he's melting in the fire, and Tender will clean him up. Clean up those ashes. So Super Evil Gang taking a very quick man advantage. Spamsy looking for something coming in from the E-box position, but Super Evil Gang should have this one locked in. Got a little bit of room to wiggle around, but Arias is an angle that so difficult to deal with. Ooh, good dink, but it's not quite enough. That is going to lead to things going bad to worse. Flows up, doubles up, and Majestics now in a 1 versus 5. And it's a 1 versus 5 that Super Evil Gang have no intention of giving him. Everybody heads over to the A-bomb site. Majestic's going to be left all alone here and just left to contemplate what to do with this M4. Well, he isn't going to get a chance to use it. Clipzera taken down. That does give the position away, and Super Evil Gang do seem keen on hunting, but they're making a decent amount of noise. Does not matter. Micro going to peek out into a weakened Majestics and finish the job. So 6 for the T side, 6 for Super Evil Gang. They're making this one look quite easy for us. And chat, I do want to remind you, this was Marca Registrada's map pick. I thought it was Super Evil Gang's. I was mistaken. All right, well, We're getting into that part of the half where it's going to go awkward and pear-shaped quickly, but that is a good opening for AMC taking down Flow. That is going to mean that the op not present on the SEG side, but they're not really feeling too worried about it. Just cracking open these sites, punching in, making sure there's nowhere safe for Marca Registrada to hide on the CT side. Interesting fact, I found out that Marca Registrada is a band. They're Grupo Marca Registrada, which I have no idea what that means, except I'm sure that Grupo means group. Ooh, Majestic's taking some shots in here. The op has been picked up by Micro, who has been known to op a little bit himself on prior teams, but not really interested in taking the fight, just putting down the smoke for mid to give himself some more options, but Majestic's not going to be stopped by that. Meanwhile, the rest of the Super Evil squad are going to make their way on into the B-bomb site. Spamsy, good damage, takes down Arius, but cannot hold on for the second. Will be traded out. So 2 versus 2, bomb going to be planted. Majestic's okay, hitting so many spams through the smoke. Now it's going to be on to Clipzera to hold this bomb site. 1 versus 2. Got good smokes down, but those will fade. Needs to hit the shots and is unable to do so. Majestic's going to close things out, and Marca Registrada double their rounds. Unfortunately for them, the money nowhere near gone for the Super Evil gang, so it is going to be a full reinvestment here, and not going to be any room to breathe. Alright, AWP is still in the hands of Flow, so again, you cannot be careless here. This T side, Super Evil gang, if you stick a toe out, they will take a leg. Tender and Giordani just dancing around this A main. Just waiting for the opportunity. Meanwhile, Micro getting some big space up mid. Good damage as well onto Bueno. I can't speak. AMC, there we go. Popping in from bricks. To teach Micro a lesson. Giordani roasting in his teammate's Molotov, but it's a great fake. He catches Tender completely by surprise. Meanwhile, this B-bomb site going to be the point of attack in these final 45 seconds. Majestics gets 1, able to double up here for the round win with help from AMC's AWP. And Marca Registrada starting to bring this one back, 3-6. And they should have a free round here with just pistols on the Super Evil gang side. Timeout time for the Marca Registrada side, so time for a discussion. They've used 2 of those so far, so they're going to start to feel the pinch, I guess. All right. Seeing as how the major is going on while I'm casting this, how is... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. FaZe? FaZe, baby, what is you doing? You're getting beat by 3D Max. That's hilarious. All right, all the upsets are happening today, and it's hilarious, and I love it, and it makes me happy. I know I should be talking about this game, but you know what? That's okay. Forgive me, chat. There are more interesting games going on. Now Super Evil Gang gonna put their foot on the gas and charge in through the fire and the flames and the bullets and the blood and the gore and dead. Hey, that was a fun round. That was a very good and clippable round. Many interesting things happened. But it does mean that Super Evil Gang are going to buy back up. Yeah, all good. All good. Oh, hey! When I say, hey, everybody's watching the more interesting game, people say hi. Well, all right then. Welcome in. Glad you're stopping by and hanging out. Honestly, if Marca Registrada can bring this to 6-6, then it completely justifies the map pick. If Super Evil Gang win this one, then I'm going to start to worry for them. But that's 3 kills right out of the gate, and Tender, unable to convert off of this, so Marca Registrada will grab a 5th round. They steamroll Super Evil Gang as they try to enter on into the site. That one is definitely going to hurt. So now I watch the masterclass. I mean, Giordani's having an alright game. I mean, if you want to look toward who's really performing on Marca Registrada, look at Majestics. Dude has been hitting some fire shots tonight so far. And there's another one. Playing from E-Box. He's been given some fantastic opportunities. He's looking for more, but Clipzera is going to shut him back down and give so many haircuts. 3 kills as Super Evil Gang enter into the B-bomb site. Giordani and AMC left standing to try and defuse this bomb because it has gone down, and this one going to come down to the wire. 7-5 half. Feels like not quite enough for the Super Evil Gang. The T side, I feel like you want 8, but maybe that's over. Either way, MC looking like he's going to make this one even. Takes down 2, and Giordani on the back side will cover his behind. So Marca Registrada going to make this an even half, 6-6. And looking like fantastic contenders to take map number 1. I wish I had a co-caster. All right, second half. Marca Registrada now taking to the T side. You should hit Sixtum up? I should. That's a good point. But the problem with other casters that are also covering games is everybody's covering stuff. And everybody's busy. Either way, though, it looks like Super Evil Gang has got this pistol round on lock. Majestic's the only thing left to save Marca Registrada from disaster. 1 versus 3, and it's going to be Arias to come and end his suffering. The Super Evil Gang have now taken both pistols in this game. After Falcon's upset? Oh my gosh, yes. The Falcon's upset. It does look like we've got a tech pause. Yes, because Giordani disconnected. Okay. That means I can, like, appear on camera and talk to chat until Giordani comes back. What's up, chat? I'm here. I'm here to talk and yap. Welcome on in. Yeah, I imagine you've got some good stuff to see after that win by MIBR. That was, he's not casting anything? I would have thought he'd be casting tonight. Yeah. I mean, again, it's so hard to find people that aren't busy with their own things, but it does look like Giordani is reconnected, so I'm going to disappear again. Now, with a pistol round loss, Marca Registrada hit the gas. They're force buying into this one. Mac 10s, Tech 9s, dreams and memes. Off we go. A B-bomb site about to be overrun, but Arius stands tall at the beginning. Look at the health, though. Marca Registrada clean up all too easily with these SMGs. Oh, that nade, so much damage. If at first you don't succeed, just go faster. Marca Registrada hit the B-bomb site in record time. The flash is going perfectly for the... Oh, no! Whoa, that one hurts. And it's Tender just left to try and salvage this FAMAS. Well, that's not the result you're looking for. But it does mean that Marca Registrada will even things up and give themselves a very good opportunity to take back the driver's seat of this game. How's it going, Christmas? Welcome on in. Hey, if you stick around, there are channel point predictions at the beginning of every game, so, you know, hang out. There will be stuff. It's good stuff. And hey, if you haven't already, join the Discord, follow the social medias, follow this stream if you're not already, which I did turn on follower-only mode this time, so... Ooh, mid about to be overrun here. Micro not prepared. Too many flashes, too much shock and awe. Marca Registrada, not content with the pace that they've already set, are going to go fast in toward mid, but Tender going to find the first here. In response, the 5-7s doing so much here as well. They drop the bomb off of Marca Registrada. And now we're down to a 2 versus 3. Clipzera within an inch of his life, but still banging, still hanging. Now Marca Registrada, they're left to pick up the pieces. Bomb has been lost in mid. Super Evil Gang are going to guard that bomb. They are not going to let anything happen to it. Majestic's trying to come in from cams from the front with AMC trying to go for the flank, but feels like Super Evil Gang are prepared. The question is, are the guns good enough? The 5.7 not going to be good enough to hold the line, and AMC going to mow down too. Now it's just that 5 HP FAMAS, and it's not going to be enough, but Super Evil Gang do manage to do quite a bit of damage to Marca Registrada's economy, and especially without the bomb plant, that's a lot of guns to be losing. There's not enough money to buy back in for the Super Evil Gang, so this one's going to have to be a super eco round. They're not on that full loss bonus just yet. That has not quite revved up. So it's going to be a group up and shove that mid. Got the smokes down. Bueno runs out of ammo and will become food, but Spamsy with a double nade. Oh, enough damage that Flo and Micro both get dunked. Oh, you're going to be feeling that one in the morning, but gotta shake it off and go again. 2-round difference now. Marca Registrada starting to gather steam. That is a dangerous, dangerous proposition for Super Evil Gang. T-side starting to really get flowing. On Anubis, one of the most T-sided maps in the pool. Almost one of the most T-sided maps ever. There might have been times when Dust2 was more T-sided, but now that crown belongs to Anubis. The question is, are Super Evil Gang going to be prepared for the speed to keep rolling? Because Marca Registrada, they're already in A main, and it's just Tender awaiting them on the A-bomb site. These Molotovs are going to cut off any help, and he can't even do the damage. Giordani does 1G, though. With enough damage from Tender, will die to his own Molotov, but This is going to be a 4 versus 4 retake for Super Evil Gang, and they've only got a singular kit between the 4 of them. This one's going to be quite difficult, but they need to hit their shots. Clipzera starts this one off strong. A good kill, a good trade out of Bueno. Ooh, and a double as well. Keeps going for 3. Arias not able to finish the job that his team started. And so Marca Registrada will punch in double digits. The 1G did not even matter to Marca Registrada. Bueno, he's been sitting down low. Fine time to pop off. That's going to leave Super Evil Gang strapped for cash once again. The pistols, the armor is all they're going to be throwing at the wall for this one. Just haven't been able, they haven't been ready for the pace. They won the pistol, but that's it. That's all they've done on the CT side. Marca Registrada have just had such a solid T side. It's really just, it's been such an aggressive one too, and Marca Registrada have not been prepared, and Super Evil Gang have just not been prepared for the pace at which they're going to be faced. But it's great to see, you know? We know that Marca Registrada are the new team that's going to be joining us in Season 50 of ESL Challenger League. And it would be a shame for them to join the league and immediately lose lots of games. So good to see them beating a current ECL team, Super Evil Gang. Well, 11-7. If you're Super Evil Gang, you either have to stop the bleeding here or GG go next. Now, you do have Train coming up. And the map picks at the top left are wrong. It was Marca Registrada that chose Anubis. It was Super Evil Gang that chose Train. Do you know how the ECL format works? Yes, I can talk about the format after the game. Let's finish the game that we're on, and in between, I'll talk about the format. Ooh, Flo got that op out. Is going to put it to work immediately. Giordani catching a fist right off the bat. Clipzera going to swing. Oh, man. AMC getting out in front of the smoke and getting punished. And again, Marca Registrada, they're not giving up the pace of this game. They know that all they have to do is finish it. And they are trying to do just that. But see if that pace ends up being a punishment. Micro ends up with a spam kill, but Majestics has been great all this map. 2 versus 3 from E-Box and Flo. The AWP going huge here for Super Evil Gang. They do finally manage to find their footing on the CT side, but is it already too late? There's 3 rounds separating these two teams. Marca Registrada just need 2 to win it. They've got plenty of money left, so there's not going to be any breathing room for the Super Evil Gang. I mean, this is like one of the first times I've actually gotten a chance to watch Super Evil Gang's new roster, because I haven't gotten to see them much in the advanced qualifiers, or in the advanced playoffs. But that roster has been doing well. I mean, it's been beating advanced teams, which some are very, very good. But if you're in ECL, you're supposed to be the gatekeepers of ECL, so you should be able to beat advanced teams. So, I mean, this does kind of feel like Super Evil Gang's first real test. If they can't pass this test, I worry for their future in ECL. Now this mid about to be tested. Micro taking some early shots. Can he trade at least 1 for 1? Yes, he can. But now Flo going to be challenged in a site, and Majestic's going to take him down without even taking a shot. Ooh, Tender, not expecting a player in so close. Arias does hit the trade, but Now Spamsy able to recover that AWP. Oh, does the smoke work? It does, but he's out of ammo. 2 versus 3. Marca Registrada. They're bottled up in the A-bomb site, but it might be Super Evil Gang that are trapped in here with them as Marca Registrada finish the job in post 12. We do get the timeout from Super Evil Gang, so I can talk to people. Hello there, you what, mate? Yes, I know that they can't use this roster just yet. Or I thought that they could at least trade out too, because they keep the core. Regardless, this one definitely going pear-shaped for the Super Evil Gang. I don't think that they were expecting this one to be quite so difficult. 6-6 on the T side is just not enough. All right, well, can they recover 2 MP9s? They do get the AWP out once again for Flow. But this one looking... Yo, heck you, welcome on in. That turns off follower-only mode, so thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate the raid. We're casting Dust2 Eagle Masters. So I would imagine then that 3D Max just 2-0'd FaZe. Yes, I saw Falcons already. I was watching that. So some fun stuff today then. Gosh, if Simple doesn't make it to the next stage, I don't even know. This major is delivering. All right, sorry. I gotta pay attention to the observing because stuff's going on. 3 versus 4. Marca Registrada now on the back foot. Tender gonna peek for another, but instantly slapped down by AMC. Marca Registrada looking to make their mark somewhere. I mean, 40 seconds left. They do have to take something. They're going to back up out of mid. Are they going to save? It's a 3 versus 3. You're going to B, right? Yeah, they're going to B. Now, this is the right call. They realize the stack is on the A site, so... the B site, the proper thing to be looking at. In the final seconds of the round, they should be getting this bomb down. There it is. What tier are you in now? I would say NA tier 2-ish. Ooh, and Giordani gonna open things up. Lights up Arias. 3 versus 2. It does look like this map is about to go into the favor of Marca Registrada, ended up by AMC. And it's a 13-8 for Marca Registrada.